This drink video is brought to you by the American Bartender School, where in 2 weeks you could be trained and ready to work as a bartender. For more information, call 800-532-9222.
What I'd like to show you in this video lesson is the different types of shaking containers that you can use to mix some of your favorite cocktails at home. Now, shakers come in various sizes, and obviously there's small shakers for single drinks and larger shakers for 2 drinks, and then we go all the way up to our giant shaker for, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 drinks. Now, these shakers are easily obtained either on an internet bar store or at your favorite liquor store. Now, you will shake a drink when it contains both liquor and usually a fruit juice mix. So for instance, sours, various types of shooters using fruit juices, or cream, or sweetened liquors are usually shaken. And the reason why they are shaken is because the ingredients that you use have different densities. So liquor is usually thinner, your fruit juices are heavier, and to make a good tasting cocktail, you want to shake the drinks vigorously to mix all the ingredients thoroughly together. So I'm going to show you the different types of shakers that you can use. Now, what you'll find, a lot of bartenders will use this particular type of shaker. It's kind of like a half shaker, and the idea between a half shaker is you would pour your ingredients into the glass, then just flip it over the top, and you can see the bartender just shake it back and forth like so. And these come in various sizes, just depending on what type of drinks you want to make and what type of glass you're using. Now, this particular glass is wider at the top, so we have to use a little bigger shaker, and we would just put it right over like so. We'd have our ingredients in there, we'd have our ice already in there, and we just shake our drink right in the glass. So this is another type of shaker, real quick, real handy. And you will usually find that bartenders, if they're working in an establishment where they have to prepare a lot of drinks quickly, they oftentimes will prefer these particular type of smaller shakers because they're more efficient. Now, another type of shaker that's kind of fun to use, and you'll see this at a lot of your various high-class bars or restaurants, is the little individual mini shaker. And this consists of 3 pieces. First of all, you have a top part that you can use to measure the amount of liquor that you put in there. And what you have to be careful of is as these shakers go up in size, the top part will hold different amounts of liquor. So measure so you know how much liquor you're putting in the drink. So that's part number 1. Goes right on like so. And then we're going to unscrew this, and this is part number 2, which goes right on like so. And if you look at this, this has perforated holes. So this acts as a strainer also. And then the third part is the cup itself. So if we were going to make a cocktail, we'd put our ice in here, our ingredients in there, cap it like so, put the top on, and then we could shake it just like so. Now, what I've seen happen with a lot of these little mini shakers, if you go to a high-end establishment or a hotel, and let's say you order a vodka martini up, what they will do is they will pour the drink into your martini glass, and then what they will do, if there's anything left over, they'll leave it in the shaker like so. So that's another size, that's the mini one. And then we get to a little larger size shaker that would be used for maybe a larger size drink. Still, again, this particular size shaker is probably only big enough for 1 drink. Once again, it consists of 3 parts. All right, this is your measuring part. This equals an ounce, but remember, all these tops vary in size, so be sure to measure so you know how much liquor goes in. The third part, again, there we go, I finally got it off, is your canister top with your perforated holes that acts as your strainer, and your bottom stainless steel cup where you would put your ice and your ingredients. So 3 parts just like so. All right, this is just another style. Same thing, 3 parts, right? You can see it right there. Same thing. Now this is a larger shaker right here, and this would be if you wanted to make 2 to 3 drinks depending on the size of the drink you'd like to make. And this particular top part, this little cup cap that goes on, this holds 3 ounces here. Once again, they vary in size, you've got the second part right here, which is the top, which acts as a strainer, and the third part is the bottom stainless steel can where you can put your ingredients in there. So it just goes back like that. Now, what I will warn you about with any of these 4 shakers that I just showed you, one of the problems that you have when you're shaking your drinks, you've got your ice in there, you've got your liquor, you've got your mix in there. So as you're shaking it, the metal part, the stainless steel part, becomes colder. And what happens, it kind of freezes the top, okay? So sometimes they're kind of hard to get off. Now, here we have our giant one, which you probably won't see in most bars. I happened to pick this up and I thought it was kind of interesting. Where you probably could make about 6 drinks or 7 drinks. It's huge. Look at the size of this thing. Isn't that something? Great top. Holds a lot of liquor here. Strainer, 3 pieces. Right, top comes off. I guess I can get it off. There you go. And like so. So this is the party one right here. Now, let's put all this stuff aside so you can see. Now the most popular one that you'll see bartenders use is something called our Boston shaker. And our Boston shaker consists of 2 parts, stainless steel and a 16-ounce metal mixing cup. And the idea behind this shaker is of course it doesn't stick the same way. So if we were making a drink, we'd put our ice in here, our ingredients in here, our liquor in there, put the top on, turn it slightly, don't jam it down there or else it'll get stuck. Always hold the metal part away from you, the glass part towards you, and then you shake it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, thoroughly mixing up your ingredients, your liquor, or your fruit juices, or your cordial, so whatever your drink you happen to be making. All right. Now, what are you going to do? You got 2 parts, but how are you going to strain it? This doesn't have any strainer with it. Well, one of the most popular strainers is just a little strainer just like so. You can see it. And this just would go right on here. Your fingers would go right here. And then we would just pour our drink right in like so. Okay? So, there we have the different types of shaking instruments that you can go out and you can purchase and that you can use for your home bar. They're a lot of fun. Enjoy them. Become a bartender in only 1 week. Call 800-532-9222. Call now. 800-532-9222.